Hey, every great athlete started out almost damn near like a infiltrator. Yep. Michael Jordan wasn't great in the 80s.
Nah.
You know what I mean? He was amongst older basketball players. He was sitting on the bleachers right with him. Yeah. Kobe, it was 18. They was looking at him like, yeah. So the 144,000, 144,000, we on these highways and the byways, and we're like Kobe in his first year.
Yeah.
Jordan his first year in the NBA. LeBron his first year in the NBA. You see? And nobody knows the little guys about to take down the big guys. All right, but I Googled while we was talking about the missiles. How much does it cost to fire a missile? How much does it cost to fire a missile? It says cost breakdown by system. That missile, over $12.8 million per shot.
Per shot for a $50,000 drone.
Yep.
Hey, and then also that vehicle that's maneuvering, that's like what, $1 billion? How much is that?
Billion, yeah.
That's like $1 billion. The damn thing that takes the system itself is like $1 billion. So you're using $1 million equipment, $1 billion equipment for 50,000 drones. $50,000 drones.
And they only got 11 of those THAAD systems.
But guess how many drones I ran this guy? They said over 80,000. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Don't nobody know.
Yeah, exactly.
We're finding out together. Everybody's finding out together.
That's right.
All right. So you good. THAAD missile, over $12.8 million per shot. Patriot missile, more than $3 million to $4 million per shot. Iron Dome, 20,000 to 100,000 per interceptor. The little interceptor. Yeah. Stinger missile, approximately 480,000. It says carrier strike group, over 25 million a day to operate.
And it takes time to make that shit. It takes time because they say Iran can make them fucking drones 500 per day, but it's gonna take some time to fucking create the missiles and shit like that. You know? Okay.
That was it.
I got you, bro.
That's very essential about that. This from Google AI overview. It says the U.S.-Iran conflict, Operation Epic Fury, that began on February 28, 2026, has already caused roughly $2 billion in military equipment losses within the first 4 days.
War is costly. War is costing, just like Priest was saying, Priest Lamar, the people is going to suffer, man. The people is going to suffer.
That's all taxpayer money.
That's exactly, bro.
Taxpayer money is paying for all this shit. For all the weapons to Israel, for all the weapons to Ukraine, for all these coups that we see, kidnapping to Darrow. That's the taxpayer paying for that. That's why these billionaires say rich, they don't pay for shit.
Hey, even the drug epidemic.
Yeah.
That was for like crack cocaine. That's for the war in Nicaragua.
Yeah.
So either the tax money, the drug money, all that shit goes to warfare. Because it says war was in his heart.
War was in his heart. That's right.
So this man is what do you call a warmonger?
Yes, sir.
When Pete Henson, we changed the name to
War.
Secretary of Defense. Secretary of War.
Yeah.
So it said daily operational costs are estimated at $60 million to $1 billion, with total economic impacts potentially ranging from $50 billion to over $100 billion. That's how many like money going to equipment losses.
To 100 billion?
Yeah, they done lost. It would cost roughly $2 billion just in 4 days.
America cannot sustain itself like that.
No.
Right, go ahead, bro.
This is back here, we talking about the drones in Iran.
Yeah, go ahead.
It said they have up to 80,000 drones or more. Here's the point. I'm reading the production capacity and the active use. It said that in production, Iran is capable of production roughly 5,000 to 10,000 drones per month.
You said what now?
5,000 to 10,000 drones per
There you go.
month.
It's over.
They say they're able to launch over 1,000 drones.
1,000 drones a day.
But it takes $12 million to shoot down, like you said, a $50,000 drone.
And they missing.
And they missing.
They missing.
It's like a boxer. If you execute a shot, you got to use all your energy to execute a jab, and you miss.
And what happens? When you miss that type of jab, it takes some out.
It takes,
If you don't connect, it depletes you. Hey, if you don't believe me, that's a brother I know.
Hey, Apostle Tahar video he did, man. He went into how Iran got what they call a cluster bomb, man. And this cluster bomb for the dome, but when it explodes, man, the size of a football field, it just shoots out different bombs, man. And Apostle Tahar's analogy was a batter trying to hit 20 fucking pitcher's balls at one time. You ain't gonna be able to hit them motherfuckers. So when Iran is shooting cluster bombs over any small head area, man, more or less Tel Aviv, shit, they getting through there, man.
Yeah. I ain't seen no interceptors.
No.
Ain't none of that.
Yesterday, I ain't seen no interceptors.
Yeah, system down.
They 1 and 2. I was seeing a lot of interceptors, but 3 going into 4. Shit, I started seeing 1. And I ain't seen shit yesterday.
Open field.
That's what that cluster bomb does. It depletes, and even that Iron Dome, they gotta be rearmed. They gotta put them missiles back in there. You know, they shoot their cluster reloaded. They shoot their cluster bomb, they deplete that out completely. So whatever comes next after that, they ain't got to be making it.
Yep. Because that missile defensive system is composed of what? Sensors, computers, and interceptors.
And AI shit.
And AI shit.
But that shit don't work real time. See, what we're seeing, even the AI is being confounded. Because all that high tech shit that America got, that shit don't work when you at war with an opponent that can, like I said, they can deal with you asymmetrically. You know?
About the shot, can you break down that concept again?
So asymmetric is like this. Iran is choosing how to fight America. They're not letting America set the tone. So Iran can't send its navy out there to American navy. It'll get destroyed. But they can shoot ballistic missiles at American aircraft. They can shoot at American air bases. They can't put their fighter jets in the air with American fighter jets and go head for head. They'll do the good array. But they can blow up the air bases. They can blow up the aircraft in the air without an aircraft. So if I ain't got to have a jet to match your jet, as long as I got a missile to take your jet down, now I'm evening this shit out. You know what I'm saying? So that's asymmetric. So you're not going, nobody can go head up with American military, but they just got too much shit. But you can fight them asymmetrically, and all these nations are sitting back taking notes. Like, you best believe every nation in the world taking notes on how to take this bitch down.
Because even with America, even with that drone they got, Iran's drone, America took the technology and created the Lucas drone.
Yep.
Just so, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all brought out, that's going to be part of forcing America with them boots on the ground. But they can't do nothing no other way.
And the boots, they have to go on the ground.
And then the boots, it's gonna be hard to get in that bitch. They gonna get slaughtered at the border. It might be a few trickle in, but the motherfuckers gonna be getting slaughtered at the goddamn border.
And the reason why, because you got what, that mountainous region.
Hell yeah.
You know, and then you got basically what, missile, what they call it, missile, missile systems up in there. You got rocket systems, launchers, and all that shit, drone systems up in there, and they all in caves. I'm gonna tell you something else Iran did. Some of the bitches, man, they painted helicopters and jets. Yeah. So they shooting their fake jets and fucking Warcraft.
They manipulating the AI. See, they showing Iran, because see, if you at war all the time, I can just study you. America's at war all the time. So Iran just been sitting back studying American war tactics.
Because, you know, if you go back to the Vietnam War, if the brother could Google a Vietnam version of chess, it's like a Moabite Chinese version of chess. But just to add to what his brother's saying, America was playing chess in Vietnam, but the Vietnamese was playing a whole other type of game. It wasn't chess.
That's asymmetric.
Yeah. They was playing with a whole different set of rules. And America couldn't hang. They lost.
Well, in school, they taught us they won.
Yeah.
But y'all lost. America battle was 6.
They had tunnels. You know, they had little damn near underground cities, man. You know what I'm saying? They were so small, they were just like moles, man, going through them different little tunnels and popping up and killing, man. Like I say, America, they didn't know how to handle it, man.
You know, and y'all think about this, though. They've been 20, 30 years in the making for this war. Oh, yeah. And Iran, you probably got everything, any kind of old, I mean, they probably everything. 20, 30 years in the making.
And look, and Americans have a short attention span. So, Ammon, you think Ammon forgot about Hiroshima and Nagasaki? They did, man. The things that the devastation that America has caused within the past 80 fucking years, nobody forgot. Nations don't work like that, man. They don't have a short attention span, man.
Especially you always in their face boasting and bragging on your power and shit. Man.
That's right. Go back to that second Ezra.
This second Ezra chapter 15, verse 28. Behold, in horrible vision, and the appearance thereof.
Hey, so what's the horrible vision? World War III. A horrible vision from the east, the Middle East. Also spoken of in Joel 3 and 1, 3 and 2. Go ahead.
Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia, shall come out with many chariots.
Right, the dragons of Arabia. That's talking about Ishmael. Meaning many chariots, meaning what? A vast or a gigantic military. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Don't be surprised if you start hearing some of these Gulf era, these royals being overthrown by their generals, man. Because the East, they do that. You know, they overthrow. Because over the, when you, like them Gulf era countries, them ain't nothing but families that them Edomites still in power over.
Yeah. Especially like Dubai.
Yeah. But going back to the Shiite, like Bahrain, like when Iran shoot missiles in Bahrain, the Bahrainian people celebrate. They hit them bases, you got them Ishmaelites celebrating. So don't be surprised if they get a hold, if them generals start taking over them Gulf era states, man.
And what's the difference between a Shiite and a Sunni?
Shiite, that's extreme.
Right? But the doctrine is based on, correct me if I'm wrong too, the Shiites believe that the leader should come out of the family. The Sunnis believe that it's supposed to be more so like a democracy. It's supposed to be elected. You know what I'm saying? That's based on the terminology. Not to say, you know what I'm saying, but when you look at the Sunnis and things of that nature, like they believe that like Muhammad, like the leader should come out through his lineage. And then the Sunnis believe outside of Muhammad's lineage.
Which makes sense because Shiite, that's more tradition anyway.
They're more traditional. Correct me if I'm
Makes sense.
wrong.
Like the Lord's doing it, playing that piece, with the generals. Like the Lord's playing that piece with the generals you just mentioned.
Oh yeah.
Those Arab countries, especially ones that's allied with America, making them join together. These scriptures the brother reading right now.
Oh, they send ducks.
Yeah.
They send ducks out there.
Like nigga, this don't make no
It
sense.
don't make sense.
If I'm your rival,
Right.
you can't do nothing.
Right.
You've been bragging about this shit for decades, but nigga, now we need you. You don't do nothing.
That's like we live in Hazelhurst. You come down there and spend the night with us, start some shit, and then you go back to Kosciuszko.
Yeah.
Now we gotta fight these niggas every day. Every day.
Hey, that same spirit gonna hit America, man. What the scripture gonna do? They shall not regard their king nor their prince. So America's gonna be ready. They said it's gonna be ready to overthrow the government, man. That's why they're gonna have them insurrections, man. So, man, this is beautiful, man.
But you seen Shaqua's video, you got a Marine got his goddamn arm broken.
Yep. And what
You
he
know
was
what I'm
hollering
saying?
out.
Right. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you this, they said his wife is not heard from him.
Yeah.
But they probably killed him right there. Because even when he brought his arm, you see his temperament, he's like, it's in the door.
Yeah.
A nigga like that ain't gonna bow down. They can't kill him.
And the multitudes of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth,
Go ahead.
and all they which hear them may fear and tremble.
Go ahead.
Also the Carmanians,
Right.
raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars.
And who are the Carmanians? Iranians, right? The Elamites, and give the description or symbolic for a wild boar.
Wild boar is a wild boar, you got to corner it for it to be aggressive. And if you wound it, it's even more aggressive.
So what made Iran aggressive? What made Iran to have this wound? This last assassination with Tony. Go ahead, bro.
Yep.
It's back in you.
So this wild boar, what did it do? It becomes aggressive and it goes straight for its target. It'll bag up and it'll keep ramming that target until it dies.
Who's the target? American and the small hats. So hey, the spirit it all makes sense. Go ahead, bro.
But you gotta look at, that's why you see Iran folks. See, Iran been preparing to go to war with America because when America invaded Iraq in 2003, and then you had 2005, Dick Cheney pretty much told Iran that they were next. So when he said that shit, Iran started preparing war for America, See, they could have been got rid of the IDF. They could have been wiped them off the map. But they knew that they would have to deal with America. So that's why even now they're able to fight America and the small hats at the same time, because the small hats, their power is in America. So if they weaken America, the small hats ain't got no defense.
Right.
You know?
And 1.2 to add on to that, just like in the Vietnamese War, what the Vietnamese tell those black soldiers:
Go home.
It's not your war.
Go home, black man. This is not your war. You know. So a telltale sign into what we enter into right now when it comes to how these heathens are fighting against one another. But Jacob is involving themselves into it. Let them heathens battle that thing out, because ultimately it's for the salvation of the nation of Israel, beginning from the tribe of Judah, so-called Negro, all the way down to the tribe of Issachar, so-called Mexican.
Right. And if you enlisted, it's over.
This is back in 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 30. Also the Carmanians raging and wrath shall go forth as the wild boar of the wood. And with great power shall they come and join the battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians.
I know a lot of brothers break that down with these military bases over there in that area. Don't be surprised if Iran develops this technology to send over here, man. Because it only makes sense. Read that latter part again, bro.
Kind. And with great power shall they come and join the battle with them,
Right?
and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians.
That has to be talked about them sending missiles to America, man. Go ahead.
Because some of these allies are, you know, they might not be all head in with the war, but they're giving like intel, weaponry. So who to say Russia or China won't say, look, here you go, this on GP.
They supplying them anyway.
Yeah.
China's supplying them.
Yeah. So
I think the only country they said Iran landed into the Strait of Hormuz is China and Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why they use those proxy wars over there, because basically, America and Russia got nuclear capability, so they're playing chess with each other, so America can really impose its way over there. Because it's all about oil, man.
I mean, they asked me in North Korea, Kim Jong-un, and he said if Iran need them, you know, missiles and whatnot, hey, they supply them, man.
Man, I remember a couple years ago, you shooting motherfuckers out there in the dark, man.
Hey, yeah, you talking about regular missiles?
Mhm.
Regular missiles.
Nuclear capability, nuclear. They put that shit there, man.
Because see, Iran, you can't see now. Iran just put the world on notice, because one thing about it, see, Iran saw some at the French bases down there in Kuwait, and they saw some at Cyprus, but that's British owned territory. And you had that nigga Keir Starmer. That nigga was explaining himself on TV. That nigga told Iran, look, we had nothing to do with that shit, man. We didn't know them niggas gonna do all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna condone none of that shit. Man, that nigga was explaining like motherfucker. Yeah, but now they're saying, and they reassured. Because now everybody knows it. Like, goddamn, you see, Iran shit, so they show you that Iran, you know, they're gonna go in captivity, they're gonna be taken down. But just call a spade, Iran move with a lot of integrity.
Yeah.
Because the reason why Iran weaponry is so precise, because they said they don't want to kill civilians. Even they got Ayatollah, he didn't want no nuclear weapon. You know, he had a fox watch. He said that's too harmful to mankind to make that type of weapon. But now they had some hardliners that wanted him to go ahead and get one. But now he gone. Now all them hardliners at the forefront. They scrapped that because see, a warhead, you gotta think. Iran got some of the most high-tech projectiles when it comes to ballistic missiles. So all you got to do is change the warhead from conventional to nuclear. All you're doing is changing the warhead. They already got the rocket technology. Like you say, they got the rocket technology. Because all you're doing is adding, it just matters.
So it makes sense. Hey, but the point, like you said, it makes sense how they should destroy a portion of the Assyrian land. So if you got the ballistic technology, like you say, all you gotta do is switch out the bullet and put a nuclear bullet in there.
Put a switch on.
Put a
extended clip. Yeah. The gun already there. You just yeah. Hey, you understand? This is written about, like the John the Revelator, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezra. They saw it. Habakkuk. Brothers have had visions, right? You saw what the prophet saw. How many brothers had visions that freaked them out?
Some brothers by the name of Bond, man, he had one too.
How many brothers have had visions and you woke up and was like, shit?
Yeah,
didn't want to go back to
They
sleep.
said that brother Bond had a couple.
Yeah.
Said, hey, he thought it was like.
So who are you? The Most High granted you that vision. And then when he did his being in the ancient world, man, he showed them. And they wrote about it. And now we're speaking about what they wrote, man.
And the reason why these brothers are having these visions is it's the same fucking men coming back. They coming back.
Hey, man, hey, repent, man.
That's right.
Verse 31, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand,
Right.
remembering their nature.
Right. Now, what's the nature of the dragon? Ishmael is identified as a wild man. That's a wild fella. Go ahead.
Going back to them Shiite Muslims.
That's right.
If I gotta murder me to murder you, you know, they was the originators of that mindset.
That's it. Go ahead, bro.
And if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them.
Now, the latter part is actually talking about Esau trying to drag him into World War III as well. Go ahead.
Then these shall be troubled. Then these shall be troubled, bled, and keep silence through their power.
Esau shall be trouble blade. Go ahead.
And keep silence through their power.
Meaning what? We're not going to know everything detail for detail. You know, Esau do got something under his sleeve, but we know enough that we know enough to know that Esau is going down. They gonna fail. We know that's right.
Because you really got one more rabbit to pull out the hat, and that's the MOTB.
One motherfucker better be white.
And then you know what? People on the comment boards, they're not doing in Iran no more.
Right.
Like when something goes down and they put it on IG, Iran is not looking at it as the bad guy. For a long time, Ishmael was looked at as the bad guy.
Yeah.
And by default, you're supposed to be on God's people's time.
That's right.
So traditionally, if something happened with Israel, America was with it.
That's right.
Like, no, we got to protect them, you know?
That's right.
Now it's like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
You know, here we go with this shit.
Yeah, little brother brought America into this
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
You know, little brother.
And see, that's the thing. Trump didn't consult with the Congress or nobody with America. He didn't even consult with his allies except for Smallhead. So his allies, they in what they call a pickle. But they didn't want this war. They didn't want to go through this.
See, but why is that though? Why Trump didn't consult with them?
Because you know they're going to be like, nah, man, what for?
Yeah,
what
and he bought and paid for it.
Yeah.
He worked for the elite.
That's it.
The elite got him out of debt when he went bankrupt that time.
Right.
How many banks they used? 72 banks to get him out of. He was under what? Was it a $2 billion debt? $1 to $2 billion, right?
It was like $2 billion.
It was like $2 billion. So they draw money from 72 banks. Now they own this nigga.
He got to do it.
He gotta do.
They plus the blackmail with the Epstein and shit.
Yeah. That's not true.
And so the guy who bailed him out, he worked for the Rothschilds.
Yeah. And then what that nigga said about Spain? Well, Donald Trump, they said Spain said that you cannot do. Well, land anyway. We'll just go there and land anyway. You know.
The borrower is a slave to the lender.
That's right.
That's
right.
Because he's like, but the guy that bailed him out said, "This is our first Jewish president."
That's right.
So
yeah, I think he did a formal conversion of this shit too. A ritual.
The Gentile Messiah.
Yeah.
Jewish people call it.
And shall flee, and from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them.
Now, how is the enemy going to besiege from the land of Syria? What's Assyria? Again, modern day America. This is talking about sleeper cells, right? These countries have sleeper cells within America. And then understand about sleeper cell. Like, let's just say you got this kid from Russia, and he's being trained to become a sleeper agent. So what they'll do is they'll move him out of his household, put him in a household that is Americanized in Russia, teach him to watch, teach him how to utilize American terminology, listen to rap music, watch American video games, watch American sports, become Americanized. And then they get a visa, they'll send his ass over here, and then they'll put him in school, and then he'll go to college, and then, about 24, 25 years old, he's working as a school teacher or a principal. But once he get that notification, nigga, boom, and then he becomes activated, and then he kills people.
and that's on that. I think moved to Salt.
Salt. Somebody else said that too.
Salt. Right.
That's so salt, watch salt, and then that's a sleeper cell.
It's a lot of sleeper cells on truckers too. truck drivers.
That
A
makes
lot of them not
sense.
speaking English.
That makes sense.
And a lot of truck drivers are what do you call it, hazmat
Mm-hmm.
drivers. Now that you mentioned that,
Yeah.
so I mean that truck is like nothing but that's a fucking missile.
And then a sleeper cell, a sleeper age can lay dominant forever, like 10, 15, 20 years. Dormant. They can lay dormant, just like a person that got herpes. You know, just because you don't have the active symptoms, that doesn't mean that you don't have the virus. They'll still flare up.
Also, like Angelina Jolie played in a lot of those Russian
Yeah.
Russian style movies where she was like an implant in another nation, but then she was activated and she became an assassin.
That's it.
Yeah. If you remember during the Biden administration when they opened up the gate, so to speak, brother, remember all them big them interviews they had, like them military age men? They asked them where they from, Russia, Armenia, you know, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, all these different places. But
Die Hard. Remember Die Hard?
yeah.
First Die Hard?
Yeah. But see, the way the American government manipulate and do shit, you got all these different military age men that came over here. You know what I'm saying? When Biden had pretty much opened up and said, come on in. But when Trump got back in office, it was what about deportation, protecting the border. But the ones that was interviewed that had came over all the other countries wasn't the target. So it's like they did a swap out, you know. So they started trying to deport, you know, pretty much Jake, you know what I'm saying, the Northern Kingdom. But where are all the other military age men that was coming in from around Florida and all these other different places? Where they at? They sitting back waiting on that call, man.
That's it. That's it.
Record being put on take it, man.
And they letting you know something gonna happen. Why is Donald Trump saying that a lot of people can't die? You know, and then the spirit been on bros, stay away from large crowds. You know, just different areas where it's gonna be a lot of people, things of that nature.
It's been heavy within the news. It's mainstream this week. They've been talking about sleeper cells.
Exactly.
Like CNN, things of that sort. And Klaus Schwab said a couple years ago at the World Economic Forum, expect an era of shock events. What that goes to, the false flag operations, also these sleeper cells.
And what time of like what high holy day is coming up?
That's all.
So a heavy spiritual lens is on.
That's
right?
it, bro.
And we always say before, during, and after.
Yeah.
That's right.
We just have Purim. We just have Purim, you know. Right? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 33. And from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them
Sleeper cells, go ahead.
and consume some of them,
Go ahead.
and in their hosts
So that means it consumes some of them. I mean, what? America's gonna die. Go ahead.
and in their hosts shall be fear and dread,
Go ahead.
and strife among their kings.
Continue.
Behold,
And strife amongst their kings. Talk about what? Your city council, your senators, your congressmen, and things of that nature. Y'all are sussing. Hey, y'all see that video squad, man? Man, I'm talking about, man, these American people are mad. They mad, man. And guess what? They're sussing. You know, you can easily, man, go stab up something or shoot something up, bro.
Yeah, they can't get their hands on the elites.
Nah.
So it's like an extension of the elites.
Yeah.
These councilmen, these local councilmen.
That's right. The politicians,
The local decision makers.
the local decision makers. Go ahead, man.
Hey, that movie Assault on Wall Street.
Yeah.
You know, when he got everything taken away from him, who did he aim towards? It
Senators.
was local politicians.
Yeah. He shot that shit.
Kings of Greece.
behold clouds from east and from the north unto the south, and they shall bury.
So what's these clouds? Various militaries from World War III, right? And also you can liken these clouds to what? They're military craft, they're aircraft. You know, what these fucking jets, like these helicopters, these B-2 bombers, these drones. Go ahead, bro.
Unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm.
That's like talk about what? How they're equipped, right? Shooting down other planes and things of that nature, dropping bombs on cities and things of that nature. Go ahead.
They shall smite one upon another.
Sending missiles at each other. Y'all see that movie Top Gun with Tom Cruise? The second sucked. Go ahead. Guess the spirit was with me. Go ahead.
And they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth.
And what's these stars? Stars on Earth. What you think these stars are? No, these stars are talking about what? These lieutenants, these captains, and things of that nature. These sergeants.
So what they call
Because they gonna be
four-star generals.
these 4-star generals, 5-star generals.
When you look at the stars, it looks bronze. So the military, they always call them bronze or brass, just from a certain terminology to point out that they're an officer or a general or something like that.
No, the water, bro. Because they may not be directly on the field, but they're close on the field where they can oversee what's going on. Go ahead.
Shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth, even their own star,
Right?
and the blood shall be from the sword unto the belly.
You know what? A lot of these soldiers are going to die. A lot of civilians are going to die. Go ahead, bro. The slain of the Lord should be many. The slain of the Lord should be many. And whenever y'all want to jump in, please do it.
And dung of men unto the camel house. And there shall be a great greatness and trembling upon the earth, and they that see the wrath shall be afraid, and trembling shall come upon them.
Because of all this interaction, this madness. And you niggas are stupid. Y'all still traveling. You know, people get stuck in Dubai and so on and so forth. Well, I got a colleague. She said she's going to the Bahamas tomorrow. God dang. In the midst of all this shit. Man, what y'all watching? Scooby Doo 24/7?
Hey, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it because the Most High got a software program hardwiring you to where you got a trajectory that you got to inevitably follow is going to ultimately lead to your death. It's like you're physically mentally. You listen to people in the Babylon, they got their own intentions, their own goals. And the Most High got them like that so they can ultimately die, man. It's scary. You know, man. Jake don't see me. Pull up to the house party or the club, and I'm like, what happened? But it's like, you know what I do? Let's go to this club. I'm like, you don't see it through the spirit. Just take your black ass home.
What's the cover charge?
Yeah. Well, there's three people that got murdered in this club, and you still going. Yeah, you still going. But the body of how I should shot, because that irks me. But when I see the end result of it, like, you're programmed to die.
Eventually, y'all gonna get stuck wherever you at. I promise you that you are going to get stuck wherever you at. And it's best to be at home than to be abroad. Something belonging to the U.S. was destroyed, they always say, yeah, nobody was hurt. Nobody was hurt. Nobody. They just say people were injured. Because they don't want to lower the morale. They don't want to lower the morale.
That's true, because they even downplaying the numbers. Yeah, like the number of people that died, they say it's 6. You know, 6 was, whereas, these Americans go around.
You get your precept in the brother on Jeremiah 50:23.
Isaiah 21 and 2. A grievous vision is declared unto me. The treacherous dealer dealer treacherously, which is America, and the spoiler spoileth.
Because what has America been doing since what, 1490? Spoiling. Spoiling. Because the spoiling is called colonization. You know? Because America doesn't deal with direct terms that reflect his character. He has to deal with euphemism. So when scriptures don't deal with euphemism, and this man
It says, go up, O Elon, besiege, O Media, all the sign thereof I have made to cease.
and you know what? It's amazing because that's what we're dealing with right now. Elon. We're talking about Iran, going back to the Persians, but the Persians go back to who? Elon. So, but it's a we say, bro.
That's what we're talking about.
So what we're doing, we're watching Yahweh Bahashim Shah play chess. He already broadcasted what he was going to do. He gave you the chess strategy, and this is the move I'm going to make. He did it in secrets for prophets. Surely the Lord will do nothing. He revealing his secrets to the servants of prophets. Now you're seeing the chess strategy play out in real time, man. So like I'm just echoing what the Elder Pastor Hart said. When you see America going to Iran, that's when you need to pay attention. Years. When I woke up, that's what I heard. So now we're seeing America make that bold, audacious step into Iran, and now look what's happening, man. Domino, man.
Hit that first domino.
It's something you always been saying for years how the chip got to be implemented for World War III.
So we know it's not going to happen right now because the Caribbean had taken place, man. But guess what? We're here, but we are in a prophecy where it said there'll be wars and rumors of wars. It's flare-ups, like y'all going into herpes. It's just flare-up battles, then it dies down, and it comes back up. But this is the perfect window for some catastrophic event that randomly happened.
This, like you say, this the narrative that's going to lead to all our war.
Come on, man.
But this that narrative, because this the narrative that draws the superpower. Because like you said, America and Russia were dancing around the chest in the 60s. Going back to Vietnam, going back to Paraguay. All these proxy wars that we've been seeing in Cuba, Russell crisis, America and Russia been dancing around each other through proxy wars. But now, the only barrier between America and Russia is Iran now. See, after America and Iran, it's the path where America and Russia collide. Now they got to go head up. Now they got to deal with Magog, and this going back to the bear, the feet of this man is over.
Hey, well, can you?
What it was did a breaking news video. China prepares to support Iran in the war and provide military equipment as Russia already joins.
Tell China to remember because China is also dependent on America's economy as well. But according to prophecy, China don't get aligned with Russia.
Right. As well as Turkey. They're just kind of on the fence right now, ready to break loose from NATO, man.
That's right.
And Turkey got one of the biggest armies, like out of the top 10. They in the top 10.
They're the second powerful military.
So they just riding the fence
They
right now.
already give Iran intel.
Already giving them the D.
The Kurds and Turks are rivals. But then America said they're going to activate the Kurds to try to invade Iran.
Like ground troops.
Yeah, so Turkey said, well, look, that's a problem for Turkey.
And there's a part what the Kurds say though. When they asked the Kurds about it, then they make some.
Oh, yeah, they said, nah, we ain't doing that. Yeah. We ain't heard about this. You what? Hey, but Iran got, see, what happened is you used to be able to host American military bases, and that was like a protection shield. But now hosting America is a liability now. Yeah. See, now it ain't working anymore. See, because America, these nations used to have the Americans fly on their air base and their airspace, and they just do airstrikes and come back. But ain't nothing coming back. Now when America leaves Saudi Arabia to do airstrike, they get something coming back.
Right.
Now they leave the UEA, because wherever these American planes leave from, missiles coming back. So wherever, that's why even Cyprus, because they said, they're like, Iran ain't gonna strike Cyprus. This is British territory. Shit. Move! Wherever them jets coming from. by Iran, they ain't selected what they tough. Wherever them goddamn wherever them planes come from, it's something coming back.
That's that wild war, right?
Yeah, so now these nations like shit. It's really just America these small hats. That's why Trump cussing out the EU. But then like nigga, we ain't fucking with that. Like nigga, then you come and go take our dad, then you want us to come help.
You just go jump in that shit, but ain't say nothing to it. Now you want some help. Nah.
But what my man from Cuba say? From the Cuba? Yeah, it was the guy, the guy from Cuba, man. He told Trump come and get me. So nobody's scared of America.
Just Wednesday had blackout in Cuba, man. Like, you know, Trump said after he done with Iran, he's coming to Cuba. He ain't getting done. This nigga messing with Ecuador. This week, Cuba with
That's a bag of Rome Empire spread itself thin. And that's why Trump is coming in.
Yeah, and somebody also, how much does it take to have U.S. troops overseas? For lack of better words.
Back check now.
Yeah. I heard it was $1 million per soldier.
Yeah, I heard something like that too. And this is outside of Iran. This is outside of an active war. So to mobilize troops overseas, let's get it, bro.
This cost includes base operations support. Those host nations often contribute to the expenses. As of early 2026, 243,000 U.S. military and personnel have been stationed in foreign countries. The highest cost associated with the bases of Japan alone is $5.7 billion and $4.75 billion.
How much it cost per soldier?
Isaiah 50 and 22. They sound the battles in the land of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
Now, that desolation is going to happen and being broken asunder is going to happen when America gets hit by intercontinental ballistic missiles. But this dogfighting you see right now, that's going to culminate to America getting hit by thermonuclear missiles, man. You see the hammer cracking. The hammer's cracking, man. And like you said, another thing happened too is the morale of America. He lost his eyes. And we're at the end of the movie, The Wizard of Oz, where Toto revealed the projection, and then a little wizard came up. Babylon, particularly small, they have a godlike complex. So America has projected himself as he's sitting in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High, man. And the most embarrassing thing to happen is for the world to see that you're not a God, man. And that's the game that the Most High plays with men. That's the game he plays with the sons of men and not the sons of the wicked. Like, watch me raise these people up just to cast them down so everybody can say, damn, who did that? But God cast down this criminal.
Speaking as a man, it seems like Russia is doing the same thing to America. You got Iran, you had all these different other wars, and all that America been doing is depleting their ultimate arsenal. So when Russia do finally step in, America ain't gonna have shit left. You just talking about the damn.
That's what they got Dane Kane, General Dane Kane, which is the Joint Chief of Staff, which means he's over all branches. He's the general over all branches of the military. he told Trump before the war, he's like, nigga, we depleted because we've been in war so long.
Ukraine,
Yeah, because see, another thing too, what Iran is doing to America, that's what America doing to Ukraine and Russia. See, they thought Ukraine was going to have the same thing with Russia that Iran had with America. Everything that America did back then, they thought at least they would Ukraine on top, but he's more powerful than them. Ukraine, all Ukraine is doing is training Russian military how to fight against American weaponry. You know, so when they really go with it with, like I said, by the time America lock up with Russia, they're gonna be fatigued. You know.
And that's another thing about being the hammer of the earth. It takes it like you get a jackhammer, man. It takes energy to swing your arm and break something with a jackhammer. That's taxing on your energy. So it's taxing on America to be the hammer because we're going into the finances of it all. It's taxing for America just to house troops in other countries. It's outside of warfare. It's taxing for America to drop bombs, to shoot missiles. So that's also taxing on that hammer, man. So America is losing just by being a part of a war.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I got that look up. I got that hammer. I changed the Google search to how much does it take how much does it take to have U.S. troops overseas per troop? It says, you just get straight to the point. It says the cost to maintain U.S. troops overseas varies. So it's not to send them there. This is just once they get there to maintain it. And one thing about the military, when you go overseas, they gotta ship all your shit and all your family shit with you. So that cost get real high real fast. It says significantly based on location, mission, and branch, which costs range approximately from $95,000 annually for routine deployments. Now this is that $95,000 annually is just regular, meaning you work like finance or admin, like you just gonna be on the desk all day. But it says for combat or high intense combat operations, it's over $1 to $2 million per troop every year.
One, like you said, at above, $1 to $2 million per troop every year. Man, the uniform, all of damn soldiers. And Google how much does a soldier's uniform cost?
I can tell you right now.
Yeah.
The pants like $3 something for one pair. Like $300 some dollars, like $395 for like one pair of pants, and you get 4 sets. Wow, with the top they call, there's like another like two.
Brothers in the military.
It's like $198. It's almost all together. You're gonna spend about, you can do with your shoes and everything for one set. You're gonna spend about $700.
What about the artillery and all that shit that carry it back, man? Yeah.
Then you gotta realize with that too, you can only carry so much. I think it comes back along with like 270, like all together. So you got 270 bullets per person. You can only carry so much, and then if you carry a gunner usually is shorter people. So with experience with that, you finna have that what you got plus your LMG, which is lightweight machine gun. So your gunners, if he don't have, if these niggas nowadays have no type of experience. So when you have somebody who's a gunner with no experience, he carrying all that shit, and this is exactly what he looked like. He got a big ass heavy ass gun. He got an extra barrel. He got like 200 rounds in a big ass case. And whenever it's time to shoot, he gotta stop and set all that shit up with no experience.
And that's another thing too, man. In the East, they never had first world experience. They see in order, the things gonna be so frightening for America. They've all been living in La La Land prior to the shit hitting the fan. So the average American, they never lived in the real world. To say, hey, I got a craving. Let me pull up the Burger King. That's not the real world. Hey, let me just Uber eat something to my house. That's not the real world, man. I don't feel like going to work today. Let me call in sick. That's not the real world. Let's take a trip to Disneyland. That's not the real world, man. So America has been in a state of carelessness. Bro, that's part of the weapon. You've been already attacked through convenience. So you're already out of tune. That's why Eve, no matter what's going on, she want to take a trip to the Bahamas. She's not saying, let me just put the money back because I don't know what's going to happen within the next 3 weeks.
Look at the political climate. I should be taking on trips now.
Yeah.
And not paying no attention to the news or anything like that.
And then half these people that go over there, you only got enough money for the days of that trip. You're not even factoring in, okay, what if I have to stay 2 or 3 weeks? Now I got to pull money for my insurance, for my car note, or a GoFundMe. And then who's to say you're going to have your job when you get back?
Any American overseas is a baby. So let's say you're stranded overseas. You don't know shit. A baby don't know a language. So an American anywhere is a liability to the people in which he's surrounded by. As soon as you leave America, you're a liability to the locals. They got to guide you places. They got to help you with this. Who wants to be around an entitled baby?
Then you don't you don't know the customs. Like you don't like. I know in Japan, it's disrespectful to tip them. Like you don't do. You would think you're doing the right thing, but to them they're wrong. You bluntly disrespectful. I was on the phone with somebody I knew years ago. We were just chopping it up. And like the difference nowadays is because what the scripture say, divided men have more than fight. These niggas shaking their hips on TikTok. They shaking their hips. They doing line dances in Iran and Russia. Russia, these niggas smoking like niggas before. They were brought up to do what they doing now. These niggas were brought up like women. They brought up like real men. Though, they were born.
And you can't turn to a real man in 6 weeks.
See, American soldiers back during like I just go back for like the Desert Storm. Those men that was in the army then, they was about patriarch of their country. They was ready to fight for their country. But these Gen Zs that's in the army now, man,
They look different.
they look different, act different. I was thinking about what the elder y'all said earlier, man, about when they put boots on the ground, how they gonna get slaughtered. It's gonna be such an easy slaughter because they got a bunch of feminine ass boys don't know shit, a bunch of think they masculine ass females that don't know shit. That's gonna be on the front line, man. That's gonna be they gonna be so terrified and scared to move forward. They gonna be an easy slaughter.
You don't know what time. Russ came in and it's going into, man, you got these American niggas on TikTok.
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So and then you got niggas like Russell and outside of America, they fucking train.
Kicking high.
You got Eve up there boxing and bragging. I done signed up for this, but goddamn.
What
You
you
just
saying?
think you finna run out with a Nissan on?
They just really chicken shit, man. So,
They have no understanding that there's a high percentage chance that you're gonna get deployed. That all they think about is guaranteed check, benefit, give a car, travel the world. Like they don't think about any of the real life characteristics or the consequences that go along with it.
If I can make one more point, I had a cousin that went out there. He went to Afghanistan about 2 or 3 times. Long story short, prior to him going out there, I said, so what y'all do? Like what type of training? Should we just drink and change oil and goddamn listen to music and so on and so forth? I said, so y'all ain't doing no type of fucking training? He said, and barbecuing.
Bro, it's basically,
And now he got fucking PTSD and shit.
I think I remember you talking about that. You know how many American soldiers? Hey, that's today's spirit going. And we Google it today, brothers. Google how many American soldiers commit suicide every day. Yeah. Google how many. Any brother got a piece up? I know brother told us something. The spirit had him bring up this.
And Rambo tried to put y'all on game years ago.
Yeah.
Rambo told you in the 80s. They showed you how Agent Orange was causing cancer, right? They also showed you, what he say? He said, goddamn it, over there, I'm somebody. Here, I'm nobody. Over there, I'm operating $1 million worth of equipment and things of that nature. And here, I can't even get a goddamn job parking cars.
Well, what does the scripture say in Sirach about a man of war who suffered poverty?
Yeah.
That's a shame to the country.
Shame the spirit.
That's a shame to the country. But a whore can get famous and rich off OnlyFans. Folly should be held in great dignity. How many times do you see a pussy and get aroused, man? How many times do you see a woman's body nude and that has more honor, for lack of better words, than a man that uses his body and put his body on the line, to protect their livelihood, man? You gotta think about that shit, man. That's why But that's why this is called the Great Whore. So if the theme of America is a whoredom, then the thing that's going to be exalted here is whores. This is a country of whores. Beyond America being a great whore, this is a country of whores, man. That's not normal. That's not, what do you call it, arousing. That's not honorable. Been a fucking, come on, man. We're in our 30s now. How long you gonna be like, ooh, to a naked one? Right. We still men and you see the ass, but it's like, damn,
It's too saturated.
It's too, your brain is not designed to get all that dopamine back to back. You gotta come back to earth.
Like Risa Mom's video this week, what Eva was talking about, she was at the city, how many women we got in the city.
Nobody wanted
it was 1,000. The count was 1,000.
I saw that, right? And they paid $100 to go to the yeah, and the men got in free. It's reversing. Yeah, you know how to go to a club, ladies get in free. Now the women gotta pay in the men because they trying to get the men to hook up with the women.
Because men made the club go around. Men buying them up.
But guess what now? Now the men are keeping their money in their pocket and it's bad for the economy. All right, men are not sipping no more. It wasn't sipping when women reciprocated. But now you've been exploited for courting a woman. Now it's sipping.
Well, like Lil Wayne said, it ain't tricking if you got it.
Yeah.
Niggas don't get it.
Niggas ain't got it.
So the American deaf country is dying out, man. If you think about like more men, they come to the realization, go to these clubs, all these women in the corner, they all huddle up, got their phones, and they dancing on each other.
Bro,
so the men like, why I spend my money on some shit like this? I could be at home.
Yeah, and they get aroused. I want to know. Turning you down. Hey, if you think I'm tripping, go to fucking R. Kelly video, Slow Dance. When them parties, you had interaction between a male and a female. Here, this day and time, like you say, bro, they be in their own world, and you gonna get a goddamn drink thrown in your face trying to say hello.
But they hold the spirit, brother. All
right, this is the book Isaiah chapter 47. Let's get to the point, verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
Actually, it said you're going to be a world power forever, man. Just how a woman, when she's 18, the first few years of being a whore, she don't think her body ever going to change its shape. She think those titties going to stay perked up. All right? She thinks she going to always have a plethora of men running after her. I should be a lady or I should be a bad bee forever. All right, that's a microcosm of the America's personality. We should, and people actually think Esau's gonna be in power forever. They can't fathom a world where non-Edomites rule, man. How much, let alone the Israelites ruling, man. All right. Hey, well, what did Rick Ross say? Who would have thought that fat girl turned into Oprah? So, hey, the underdog, because Cinderella wasn't thought to be the princess.
Right.
It was the stepsisters that wanted Prince Charming, which I would say is Yahweh in the spirit.
That's it.
Nobody thought that the underdog sister Cinderella would be really the wife.
Yeah.
So the 144,000 like Cinderella.
How many sisters she had?
Two.
Hey, and according to Psalms, the 83rd chapter, that will be Esau and Ishmael.
Hey, yeah.
Them two sisters.
Yeah, because nobody is all these are the logistics that's being taken place for a nation not desired. Everything is going on concerning Iran and now China. All right, this is all configuring for the world power of Israel, and that's something that the world can't accept right now. All right,
They don't see it.
they don't see it.
Because like we go into it, but see they don't understand how it ends. You see, they can just throw speculations out. We know exactly how it ends, right? According to prophecy, we know exactly how it ends. We know this is phase one of what's coming to power.
Because even on a minimum level, I know like elder brother, you can attest, man. People respect us more on the highways. The first few years, we was literally a skeptic. What do you call it? A skeptical. Spectacle. But now it's like, oh, hey, y'all doing something wrong.
And the views went up this week.
Yeah. Because, hey, the most,
waiting on the last
that's right. Hey, but you know what? The Most High deals with duality. So a kingdom has to be on top, and that means a kingdom gonna be at the bottom. So if the kingdom that's on top is losing that position, what kingdom is gonna replace it? Yeah, the seesaw. It's a seesaw effect, and in the existence of the universe, when it comes to the mechanisms of the universe, it's a seesaw effect. Somebody's a prey and somebody's a predator. Somebody's the head, somebody's the tail. So we're experiencing a shift and it's seesaw. All right? Nobody's people who say they're the chosen, they're being despised. At first we thought those were the victim. And the people that you despise, now people are saying, hold up. These people that we call minorities, hey, wait a maybe they whoa.
Something's starting to add up.
Something's starting to, you know. But go ahead.
Just the latter end of it. Neither did it remember the latter end of it. Like I was saying, you know what I'm saying? The prince and Cinderella, man. You know, nobody expected Cinderella to be transformed into that beauty, man. You know, and be accepted by her prince. So, and that's what's starting to unfold and unveil right now, man.
Sirach 11, one who was never thought of should be king. This is the Most High's movie.
What transformer?
Did not the prince come midnight?
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like an unexpected hour
Yeah.
in his chariot. In the chariot.
Midnight is also a symbol for transition.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
And this is for you on 1 Corinthians 4:9. For I think that the Most High has set forth us the apostles' last.
They said the apostles last to give context. You had Marcus Garvey, you had Nat Turner, you had MLK, Malcolm X,
Tupac.
yeah,
Jesse.
because basically Yahweh Shai was looked at as a revolutionary. You know how we had our Malcolm X's and we had authentic versions of Malcolm X too that may not have been as popular, but you had people that was for their people in America, yeah, zealots. So Yahweh Shai was the ultimate revolutionary, man. So guess what? The Most High had set up the apostles to be those final revolutionaries, man. All right, final boss, so to speak, man.
His last.
It's glad because what happens? Because what's going to happen after the apostles speak? After they do what do you call the duties? Because what happened with the Roman Empire after the death of Yahweh? Eventually, it fell, and then who came to power after the Edomites fell out of power in Rome? Yeah, the Holy Roman Empire, 1,000-year rule. Was that not? This sounds like a prelude to me. It sounds like a foreshadowing to me. After the fall of the Idumean Roman Empire, immediately came the rise of the Byzantine.
They call it the Eastern.
Eastern Roman. So wait, I thought Ishmael would take over.
Right.
I thought Elam would have taken over. I thought that Ham would take over.
Right.
No, the people in your power that was really captive, indebted to your slavery, all right, they came into power.
Yeah.
You see?
That's right.
The UPS drivers of your kingdom, the maintenance workers of your kingdom.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute. The plowman shall overtake the.
Reaper.
Yeah, man. All right, so hey, that's all we say. Hold fast which thou hast, man. All right, let's go, brothers.
I got you, man. So back in the scripture, as it were appointed to death.
Yep.
This is the point he had made previously. For we are made a spectacle unto the world and to angels and to men.
Man, it's YouTube. Bro, physically, the cities, we are pacifiers. People spectate and they watch us and they record us with their phones. You know, they be damn near about to run a red light and crash just to record us, man. But then you can watch us on YouTube. We're made a spectacle to the world because we're not needed to wake up the elect. Most of us doesn't need us.
Right.
This is part of his movie.
And what's spectacle mean?
To see.
To see. Hey, back in the day, they used to call reading glasses.
6. So, hey, because like we're characters in the movie. Have you ever seen the movie like 2012 or this certain movie before some catastrophic event? There's this crazy guy with a sign that said the end is near. But the movies, the director set it up to us like, damn, he's right. The whole time.
He was crazy.
It was a crazy prophet. The local prophet, the local crazy guy. Hey, the end is coming. Guess what? He was right. So the Most High set us up to be those people, man. That's part of his movie. All right?
I got that. Kept writing definition for spectacle.
You know why it feels good? Because we about to see our investment cash out. Just imagine if you would have bought, I don't know. Yeah, Amazon, Bitcoin. Imagine you would have spent $100K on gold 10 years ago.
When we bought that, we did buy Bitcoins with the auto shop.
Yeah, that's right.
That penny.
That penny, that denarius. So imagine if you bought that Bitcoin before it became available to the masses. It's called, I think it's called a premium stock. Correct me if I'm wrong. When you catch wind of a lucrative investment before the rest of the world catches wind. So we caught wind of it before the rest of the world caught wind of it, and now we have value in this stock. So we're watching our stock raise value as we speak.
Yep. This the book of this the definition of spectacle etymology. Public entertainment, especially prepared for
Public entertainment. Then now we have comedians mock us, the Drewskis and the Mike Epps, and just regular niggas put on garments and imitate us. Yep. Read. That's right. Yeah, did they not mock us? Not mock us now. What do you call it? Gilligan's Island. You stuck over there if you buy it like it's fucking Gilligan's Island, man. You know? All on in the Wolfpack castaway ass nigga, man. Yeah. All right?
That nigga like Marquette, the way he had that interview with Captain Zardia, he was doing that mock. And like I said, it's perfect. The Lord got that nigga in the back. Yep. Hey, made the American government just go ahead and dress you out since you already over there.
And that's another thing too. All because you got money, that doesn't mean you have access to the resources around you. And even if you have access to the resources, brothers just break it down, you only have 10 days worth of resources. I knew people that was in local situations, right? The power went out, the city was without power. You couldn't send them no cash out because locally, wouldn't nobody take no fucking cash out. You gotta have cash in your pocket. So if you in the city by yourself, your family can't do a motherfucking thing for you. If that environment doesn't accept electric wiring, man, come on, man. Outside bad with it. That's why none of us have room for pride. You know,
especially prepared for the range display. And if you ever worked in retail, a display is an item that the store or that company want to be recognized and pretty much in your face. So it's gonna be what they call like an end cap. So before you go down any aisle, you're gonna have that display right there. And that's pretty much gonna be what that spectacle is. So the Lord got us on a display.
Wow, it'll be in the windows sometimes.
So
it'll be in the windows to catch your eye from outside, so you can walk in.
On the sides of the registers.
On the sides of the registers, yeah. That new brought product to the stores.
Right.
Come on, man. Most sides are good. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, most sides are good telemarketer. He's a good marketer. He's a good marketer. All right, go ahead.
Ezekiel 33 and verse 31, NLT. So my people come pretending to be sincere and sit before you.
So y'all go back here next week at 6 o'clock, and I'll be out here with y'all.
Shalom. They listen to your words, but they have no intention of doing what you say.
Hey, look, man, and look, who are we, man? You ain't gotta say nothing to us to make us think you finna come out here.
Right.
We're nothing special. We're just humble servants, man. Most I know your intention.
That's right.
So even if you did come out here every week, if you're doing it for us, you're doing it in vain.
That's right.
All right?
That's right, bro. Their mouths are full of lustful words.
Yep.
I'm coming back.
Yeah, it sounds good.
It sounds good. And their hearts seek only after money.
Yep.
Verse 32. You are very entertaining to them, like someone who sings love songs.
And we had a nigga, you remember that other boy? We had a nigga come out here with a beach chair. Yeah, I just came out here with a beach chair.
We should have put that nigga over.
Yeah, he ended up being a scoffer, but a nigga came out here with a beach chair.
Hey, that's why Apostle Tahar always cussing y'all niggas out, man. Like he say, we're not here for your fucking entertainment, man. This is real business.
It's a build up to wisdom, Solomon chapter 5.
Oh, yeah, then should the righteous man stand in great boldness. This is the great boldness.
That's right. Back into Ezekiel 33, verse 32. You are very entertaining to them, like someone who sings love songs with a beautiful voice. And so the love songs is true. But what makes our voice beautiful is the Holy Spirit. Or plays fine music on an instrument.
Yeah, that's that because we sing the song everybody else outside looking in, they're not internalizing the lyrics. They just sound good to them.
Praise the Lord. The New Testament will be a pipe to you.
Yup.
You know, you have not danced. They hear what you say, but they don't act on it.
They don't apply it. They don't, it's a quote that says information without implementation is entertainment. So you receive the information, but you don't implement it. So it's just entertainment.
One more verse before.
You know, about that faith without works.
Yeah.
You know,
Verse 33. But when all these terrible things happen to them, as they certainly will, then they will know a prophet has been among them.
And what does it say? That was Hosea 5:15. I will go and return to my place.
Yup.
But in their affliction, shall they acknowledge their offense?
Yup.
In their affliction, shall they seek me early? All right, but who wants a woman that didn't want them until she needed them? They hate friend woman. They hate big head woman. Yeah. Yeah. Best believe she in a need for something, man.
like God needs a battery.
Yeah.
Like that's not for conversation.
And you gotta be in that Tyrese.
Hey, but what the most side tell the nation is, you stand down, go to the fucking heathen industry. Go to them idols. See if they're answer you. So what? And how we would be like, man, go better call Tyrone.
One thing makes a man mad if he's not respect, especially when you done done all these folks. You know what I'm saying? That's what the most high they did for us as a nation, man. But only the elect is gonna come back broken and contrite and acknowledge your offenses. That's what it's looking at, right? Back in Ezekiel 33:32, you are very entertaining to them, like someone who sings love songs with a beautiful voice and plays fine music, an instrument. They hear what you say, but they don't act on it.
Because you compartmentalize it in your brain is just entertainment. Like the elder apostle Bar said, Jake likes to be entertained. And like Jake doesn't have that mental discipline to really put no information in there, bro. Unless they're hiding their own so-called conspiracy.
Nehemiah 8, verse 8. So they read the book in the law of the Most High distinctly and gave the sense and caused them to understand the reading.
Wait, you go to the beginning of that? Because basically that laid the foundation to the teaching format that we have. Starting with Rabbi Abba Bivens, who went out on the highways and the byways, and they taught in the format of Nehemiah 8 chapter. So they actually, where y'all get y'all platform, why do y'all teach on the streets, these Bibles, and why y'all read like that? Hey, we got it from our forefathers, man. That's how the Messiah instructed us, man. All right? That's why it says in Proverbs 1, wisdom, craft without. That's right.
Nehemiah 8, verse 1. And all the people gathered themselves together as one man into the street that was before the water gate. And they spake unto Ezra to scribe to bring the book of the law of Moses, which the Lord Yahweh had commanded to Israel. And Ezra the priest brought the law before the congregation, both for men and women, and all that could hear with understanding, upon the first day of the 7th month. And he read therein before the street that was before the water gate from the morning until midday, before the men and the women, and those that could understand. And the ears of all the people were attentive to the book of the law. And Ezra the scribe stood upon a pulpit of wood.
Because our former teachers and elders, they were on the pulpit. Rabbi Abba Bivens, if I'm not mistaken, he was on the pulpit in the movie X. Malcolm X starred Denzel Washington. I believe there was elder Abba Bivens on the pulpit. Because they had Al Sharpton, they had other speakers, they had Rabbi Abba Bivens on the pulpit. All right? But they got it from our forefathers. And elder Abba Bivens is a forefather. All right? And the reason why I read it for the law is because that's what was written back then. There was no New Testament back then. It wasn't written yet. All right, so what we have, the law. All right, go ahead. But it was to instruct our people and bring them back to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, because they were far gone into the ways of the heathen. All right, go ahead. But I got to. Well, I mean, that was the point. Well, I guess next time, because it might be more throughout the scriptures in that chapter, but it went into how they went into the law in a certain way. Like, that's when we get the precept upon precept, line upon line.
They made them understand
Yeah, that's the go. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I gotta make a point because you mentioned about the pulpit, and that's again another thing showing that the Lord is not dealing with the churches, man. Because most especially mega church, they have done away with the pulpit. Now it's just a stage up there, man, where they sit up there and just performs and give you a bunch of nothing.
It's Nehemiah 8 verse 8. So they read in the book of the law of the Most High Yahweh distinctly and gave the sense and caused them to understand the reading.
Yep. Gave distinctly, man. Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. Then there's a man to break it down. All right, so that's where it breaks down. I believe it's in Corinthians. All right, where it speaks on what's it? Like 2 or 3 speaking of other. Yeah, was it 1 Corinthians 14? And because it goes to let all things be done decently in order. So one prophesied and the other read, but the format was originated in Nehemiah the 8th chapter. All right, so go ahead, bro.
It shows the Apostle Paul was spoon feed certain laws to the Gentiles, right? Certain customs and laws. Like Apostle Paul was spoon feed those customs to the Gentiles.
That's why the Asian vocab alone, he was saying what we doing is Hebrew hopscotch. It's like he can't understand through the spirit what we're doing.
Now he's trying to do it.
That's a precept upon precept.
And the way you know that these are Israelites, you got rappers that rap like that. They don't rap in chronological order. They don't tell stories in chronological order. It would be what they'll call like ADHD, like Kevin Gates. But it would say it would be like random. But that's how the prophecies are broken down. All right, I know it's carnal, but it's still Israelites. You know, it's not all chronological. Like Revelation is not chronological. It's going from the past to the future. You know.
It's in Ezra the 15th chapter. It goes into the instruction of angels. Beginning around the 52nd verse, it goes back into the instruction of the man.
You know, they have to get all deep, but Jacob's a visionary.
Yeah.
So Jacob's mind doesn't even work chronologically a lot of times. Jacob just,
yeah. Even though a more lower quarter level, he saw evil. We got some real
Sometimes when he started, he showed you the end of the movie.
Right. He got that from the Most High. Declaring the beginning from the end. The end from the beginning.
And that's why does the Most High do that? To show his power.
That's it, bro. That's it.
To show his power. Those prophecies was written 2,700 years ago, 2,500 years ago about Iran.
Right.
What other book was talking about what's going to happen in Iran?
Right.
I'm gonna call him Iran. He said the name. He name dropped.
Right.
The dragons of Arabia.
Right.
He name dropped. Carmanians. He name dropped. He gave locations. 20. It's rough. 2,500 years ago. 2,600 years ago. What other power did that?
Because I think Ezra was about 500 years before Yahweh.
Before Yahweh, man. And this is deep and heavy, man. That's why I say, I can say this right now, because we're at the end.
That's it. But things gonna get hard.
Real quick. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 4. Where the word of a king is, there is power. And who may say unto him, what doest thou?
Yep, because look, man, the Most High gave the vision during the time of Adam. Then he brought the vision back during the time of the prophets. Nahum, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezra. All right? These are Baruch. Hey, Baruch said, miserable are the cities that received our sons. And showing you that indigenous bullshit is garbage. Because it's telling you that a country received the Israelites. Now, you can say the northern kingdom are indigenous from 2700 LBC. But as far as, there was all black people that's here, and no, we came on cargo slave ships, man.
Sure.
All right? Now,
Yeah, just to make that connection, how, you was going into the book of Nehemiah and how Ezra was reading out the law, where Yahweh shall do the same thing. And this is Luke 4:16. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day and stood up for to read.
The synagogue. But that goes back to the ancient world. We had synagogues in the ancient world, man.
That's right.
So that's where those head guys, all right, that's where they get the custom of the synagogue from, man. The ancient world, man. Oh, boy.
Angel don't take him out.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Verse 17. And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah.
Hey, get back in there. Get back in there. Hey, yeah, stop talking to him, bro. Close the window. All right, you got it. It's a lot.
Right, man. He fall from that business. He went out TV out.
Right.
Verse 17, and there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah, and when he had opened the book, he found this place where it was written, the Spirit of the Lord is on me, because he has anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of the sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised.
Hey, because, bro, that wound is incurable. The Romans taking over Jerusalem, that was a devastation.
That's right.
Hey, wasn't that a book, The Devastation of the West Indies?
The devastation of the Indies.
The devastation of the Indies?
Yeah.
Esau taking, the Grecians taking, that was devastation. So not only did they attack us, then they overthrew us and they resided in our land. And we have to learn their ways. That's a spiritual, physical, financial, emotional blow to the psyche of an Israelite.
And Israel should be trodden down.
Come on, man.
The times of the Gentiles are
Because something I used to speak about all the time was like what Esau did in the 60s. But through the spirit, I got corrected. Really, it goes back to the Roman fall away, man.
Yeah.
That great castaway.
Yeah.
When we had to leave Jerusalem and go into Africa and all that, man.
And that's why Yahweh Shema Shah said in Joel 3:2 that you don't pay for what you did for our people, as well as how you parted our land. All right, back in 19, to preach the acceptable year of the Lord. Verse 20, and he, referring to Yahweh Shah, closed the book, and he gave it again to the minister and sat down, and the eyes of all them that were in the synagogue were fastened on him. And he began to say unto them,
And that's why they get the concept of a church. Which church means to clean, to call out. Yeah. But that's not the so-called churches. It's not the synagogue, man.
yeah.
But Esau and Jake, they'll extrapolate from the scriptures and build their own construct, and it's a marketing scam.
But what does synagogue means? It means chief house.
Chief house.
Chief house. And then pulpit, I looked at it, it goes into elevated church. Verse 21, and he began to say unto them, this day is this scripture fulfilled in your ears.
Yep.
So just showing you that Yahushua read out of the law. Yep. And the law talked of him because what he said, in this day has this scripture been fulfilled.
Second Ezra 1:36 in the GNT. It says, they have not seen the prophets, but they will live by their ancient teachings. I give my solemn promise that I will bless those people, and their little children will laugh and shout for joy.
And that's leading to the kingdom. But it's starting right now.
Because the ancient teachings go back to the law.
The law.
It's going to be instilled in us, man.
With Jeremiah 6:16.
Yep. What's that, Jeremiah 31:31?
That's right.
He's going to program us, man.
Yeah.
Don't y'all hate fucking up?
Yeah. And that program is going into what their new heart.
Yep. It says, I give my solemn promise that I will bless those people and their little children.
Solemn means what? Serious. Didn't they say the Passover is a solemn assembly? A solemn promise, meaning a serious guarantee, man.
And their little children will laugh and shout for joy.
Out of you shall be a great nation. So we're going to have multiple women in the kingdom of heaven. Every woman that you have a sexual encounter, she will get pregnant.
Those people have never seen me, but deep within, when the little children actually go into like the elect.
Yeah.
It goes into like in the KJV verse about the little ones rejoice, not with bodily eyes.
Yeah. Like this movie.
So those people have never seen me, but deep within them, they will believe my words.
So yeah, if I can land back on the point of value though, you gotta think about it too. For the little ones, like the actual babies, that's gonna be born into the kingdom. Like that's a hell of a legacy to be part of. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, it starts.
But no,
the one for the back of
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
No, you know, just you know.
All damn day, man.
Cuss a lot.
Verse 38. Now, Father Ezra, look with pride at the people you see coming from the east. Look at the leaders I have given them: Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Hosea, Amos, Micah, Joel, Obadiah, Jonah, Nahum.
I can make a point. You have these leaders in the form of this book, man, and in the form of the Bible. You know, the comfort. So you know, you can actually go into these accounts where you know you have these different sayings of our forefathers. You know, you see the Heavenly Father dealing with them by way of wisdom. You know, that these men have come back in the reincarnation also, but mainly, you know, it's going into the scriptures. You can sum this up as the Bible, man. What the elder brother read, you know, what scholars call the Tanakh. But now we have the New Testament also, you know.
And the Apocrypha.
Yeah, and the Apocrypha, right.
And that's the volume of the book.
Mm-hmm.
It says Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi, was also called the Lord's messenger.
Yep. Hey, and it's all in the book. And these were men ordained and selected by Yahweh by Hashem Shai. So the Most High wrote his instructions through his prophets. The Most High transferred his thoughts through his prophets, man.
The Lord Yahweh gave the word. Great was the comfort those that published.
And those names you named, they're in these different camps.
That's right, bro.
If you may receive it,
That's right.
Micah, Malachi, Joel, Habakkuk. You think we just regular dudes out here?
Right.
All right, but some of these are the prophets coming back. Noah.
Not so well known, Philemon.
Come on, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know.
But then you have the school of the prophets. Yeah. And I remember the brothers and the elders in Texas, they were like, that's Great Millstone, the school of the prophets. Yeah. But hey, it's everybody is back. Right. If you was a nigga back then, you're a nigga now. Right. If you're a prophet back then, you're a prophet now. All right?
It's grand showdown.
Right. You know, if you was an Edomite back then, Edomite now. You're right. All right, anybody have the final scripture? Yeah. Let's go get it, man.
It says, this Daniel 12 and 13. But go thou thy way to the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days.
This proves reincarnation.
Yeah, brother.
And just like the brother said, all the prophets are back. Yeah. And it only makes sense. A lot of them are on this earth because this is the end.
Oh, that's a thing too. Because I said, we was going into spectacle and how the Most High don't need us to wake up the people. Right. But the other reason why we're here is specifically we're a sign of America being destroyed. Yeah. And this is the first time all the prophets are back at one time. Most of all of them are back. So what's going to happen when the Most High brought all the prophets back? Throughout the whole empire. Yeah, because particularly America, but you got prophets in Europe. Hey, brother, I'm trying to assassinate you, man. Hey, you got prophets in Europe.
Put your hands on my pocket.
Yeah, man. You got prophets in Europe, Australia. What's about to fucking happen? Right. The second death. We're all spiritually Noah. We're all in the state of Noah, man. Don't you understand? It's about to be a great desert here. And we're at that point, man. All right? You get it.
Yeah, real quick, water to this point. Forget it. All right, this is the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 16 on down. It's going to be quick, bro. I'm going to run through it. Bind up the testimony, seal the law among my disciples, and I will wait upon Yahweh Bashem Shai that hideth his face from the house of Jacob, and I will look for him.
How do he have the face? Taking his spirit. Because the face is the presence of the Most High. The names. And the name, like Elder Zaka always say, starting with Apostle Gabar, it's this truth or the Holy Spirit starts with the names, man.
Verse 18, this is the point. Behold, I and the sons whom Yahweh have given me are for signs and for wonders in Israel.
What's the sign of what?
What
is it? Come on, man.
The end.
The end.
Hey, right. How should I say? The only sign you're going to get is the sign of Jonas. Yeah.
Hey, even the ancient Israelite kings knew a prophet was walking towards them. Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So, again, the NLT, barbershop. All right. The book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 18, NLT. I and the sons Yahweh has given me serve as signs and warnings to Israel from Yahweh of heaven's armies who dwells in his temple on Mount Zion.
All you niggas talking about that Yahweh has to come here and have this interpersonal relationship with you. The interpersonal relationship is with the prophet.
Man, the king ain't got to do shit.
Exactly.
Y'all don't know y'all history. You don't know history. Yahweh Bahashim Shah, well, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah are kings.
That's right.
So,
Kings of the universe.
Who are you that the king got to come talk to your black ass?
So he sends the messenger.
He sends the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger.
Who came at King David to pour out his transgressions?
That's right.
Nathan the prophet.
Nathan the prophet.
So you don't know how kings communicate, man.
Yeah.
So the king has spoken, man. And also, because I think you was getting to it some years ago, the king, the men of nobility in the ancient world, they had great feasts, right? And they would invite people to the supper, the masses. So that's like how Shah is breaking down those parables, like that great supper. And it was like, go out and invite as many people you can to the supper, because ancient kings actually did that.
You went into that with King Solomon.
Yeah, yeah. So it's actually another way to put it through the scriptures is that there's a great supper, and the Most High used us to call people to the supper. You know?
If you rejected that invitation, he'd be pissed.
Yep.
You know, you rejected the king's invitation.
Yep. It's an offensive, man.
Yeah, it's offensive. Yeah.
So guess what?
Now it makes sense why all the prophets here within the end times, because it's like a family unit from the beginning.
Yep.
Think about it, you know?
And it's a great showdown. I know y'all can recall back in wrestling, everybody was in a fucking ring fight.
That's right.
Royal Rumble. Hey, think about that name. Royal Rumble. So the Most I got a Royal Rumble. All the prophets are here. He brought all his messengers out throughout the whole. The ring is the earth, man.
All prophets ain't mentioned in the Bible.
Nope.
Was Obadiah here like 50 prophets in that cave?
Yep.
You know, so like you say, it's 144 are the true prophets of Yahweh Hashem Son. So hey, they hear it, man.
And they had small hats, very like a Babylon. Iran, they the first to be in the ring. So we're just gonna keep other nations just gonna keep getting tagged in. Just coming down the aisle, how niggas just run down. How niggas.
Dudley boys.
Goldbergs to run to that.
That nigga probably got lung cancer. He used to sit and inhale that damn smoke and shit.
Yeah, these niggas running to the ring, man. Y'all try to be the last one to come to the ring, man, and clear out everything.
What the Bible said, it just smelled in all shots cooked.
Boy, that's second Ezra 13.
Yeah, that's it, brother.
You know, Yahweh Shah coming to clear the scene.
Right.
When the smoke clears, man. And we're the exchange, we're the changing empires, man.
That's right.
It's a beautiful time.
And Jake, and it's hard, man, but yo, we supposed to be super excited about what's going on in this motherfucker, man. Man, shit, I'm looking at these wartime TikTok videos, man, my mouth get watery.
He saw scrambling.
Mouth get watery, man.
Seeing this nigga been pumped up all this time.
What?
This nigga scrambling. This nigga on the back foot.
And it feels good just to know via the spirit we was right.
Man.
Right.
We've been right for years.
Because starting with the apostles, man,
That's right.
ridiculed, incarcerated, you know what I mean, humiliated, fired, your image being cast down, like, oh, you want to know crazy guys?
Women
Leaving you and
kids
shit.
gone,
Yep. Now look at us, man. Hey,
Man, it's the all scouring.
yep. But Yahweh Shah had to go through humiliation.
That's right.
So we're not greater than our master.
That's right, man.
And with that, we're going to draw this to a closing. Once again, we want to give all honor and glory to. Want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone well. Peace and blessings, health and abundance to the house of David the elect. Abba,
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom. What do you got on? That's a 2-part thing.